Oh, good, baby. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Ross Simmons, and today we're going to be talking about the perfect recipe for productivity, which is coffee and hip hop. Look, if you're like most people, then at some point in your career, you have probably found yourself into this situation. You've got a project due, you've got an assignment due, you've got a deadline that you have to meet, and you just don't feel motivated. You just feel like you can't push through. You might find yourself browsing through Wikipedia into a variety of different articles. You might find yourself on Facebook, creeping an ex from high school. You might find yourself with 20, 30, 40, 50 different tabs open in your browser, not sure exactly which ones you want to go back to next, but you know deep down that you probably want to spend some time checking out whatever YouTube video you may have checked. In fact, some of you are probably watching this as a way of procrastinating and delaying what you actually should be doing. And I want you to stick around just for this video, just for a second here, but recognize that this is a slump, this is a feeling that a lot of people have faced. And I'll be the first to tell you that I'm not perfect either. I have been in those shoes. I have had to open up Twitter, I've had to open up YouTube, I've had to open up Instagram, and I've just found myself scrolling endlessly without actually getting what I wanted to do done. Only in the last couple of years have I been able to find a solution that for me has worked every single time. It is the combination of three things. 1, headphones. 2, coffee. 3, getting things done. There was a meme going around a few years ago that simply said, if you want to get something done, put in your headphones, listen to Gangster rap, and get it done. And I'm telling you, it works. And for me, it's not always gangster rap. Sometimes I'll listen to Drake. Sometimes I'll listen to Kanye. Sometimes I'll go back to the 90s and just listen to good old-fashioned Getting Jiggy with it Will Smith style. At the end of the day, you have to find music that gets you pumped up, gets you excited, and that's where you'll find success. Now get this. At first, I thought that I was alone. I thought that this was just me, something that worked for me. But in fact, it's actually backed by science. You see, in 2014, there was a study conducted called the Music of Power to find out whether or not there was a relationship between the music that we listen to and the output that we had. Meaning, is there a psychological relationship between the music we're listening to and how we feel? Does music truly have the ability to make us feel psychologically empowered to execute on another level? We've all seen those commercials where an athlete has their headphones in, they're getting ready to go onto the field, they're getting ready to go onto the court, and they're using music to get in the zone. This study was meant to actually find out whether or not music, whether it's in the background or whether it's the main focus, actually has a direct impact with how we feel. If it gives us a sense of being more empowered or in control of our surroundings. The experiment was this. The researchers gave you music that you had to listen to. Once you listened to the music, you had to make a decision. You had to make a decision on whether or not you wanted to debate the other person first or second. Now, the music that you were given is where it gets interesting. Some people were given music like 50 Cent in the club, while other people were given music that was more mellow, more chill. What the research found was that the people who listened to 50 Cent were more willing to go first in the debate. In fact, they were found to go first twice as often as somebody who didn't. Meaning this, in the right situations, in the right setting, music can switch up your perception. Music can influence the way you feel. Specifically, things like bass, the treble, the lyrics, the genre, all of these things influence whether or not when you're working, whether you're going for a run, whether you're about to perform on stage, all of these things impact the way that you feel. Through a wide variety of experiments just like that, they were able to find that yes, music matters. And it's not just hip hop, it's not just rap. Don't get me wrong, you can listen to hardcore rock, you can listen to anything that has high beat, up-tempo music that gets your heart going, that makes you feel empowered. I know for me, the best type of music to get me motivated, the type of music I actually will listen to before I go on stage when I'm about to speak is usually hip hop or rap. Because those songs, those tracks are typically about the struggle. They're about rising up from nothing. They're often about being successful. They're about trying to make something out of nothing. All of those messages are very empowering. I couldn't imagine going on stage and listening to something that was very emo and had me very feeling emotional, feeling down on myself. No, that's the last thing that I want when I'm about to go on stage. The last thing that I would want when I'm about to do a project. The next question is figuring out where coffee fits into the mix. And I've got to tell you, if it wasn't for coffee, I don't know where I'd be. Coffee is without question one of the number one things that I believe will help influence your productivity. In fact, there's some studies out there that show that people who don't drink coffee actually will say that they're less productive because they haven't had a cup. In fact, in one study, it showed that people between the ages of 18 and 24 who do not have coffee will say that they struggle to get work done. And again, this is all backed by research. We know that caffeine has a direct relationship with our ability to focus. There are tons of studies that showcase the value of coffee, mainly because one of the core ingredients is caffeine. What caffeine does is it stops the receptors that increase the likelihood of you becoming more lethargic. It stops the receptors that make you get tired and drowsy. All of those things are great when you're trying to be productive, which is why in limited quantities, I'm not talking about to start popping a bunch of caffeine pills, but between 100 and 250 milligrams, you're actually able to see a direct impact in the level of alertness. More than simply just having an impact on your productivity, coffee has been shown to actually reduce the likelihood of workplace accidents, workplace mistakes. How, you ask? Simple. Think back about some of those points that I was talking about before. If coffee is increasing your alertness, if coffee is stopping you from falling asleep, it's stopping you from being lethargic, it's going to increase the energy levels, it's going to increase your focus levels, and as a result, allow you to be more productive and allow you to be more alert of what's happening around you. Of course, hip hop, gangster rap, whatever you want to call it, Biggie, Drake, whoever you want to listen to, plus coffee isn't going to work for everyone. And it's not the only option that you can take for being productive. The key to being productive is recognizing that every single day you only have 24 hours. And in those 24 hours, you are determining what impact, what efforts you're going to take that are going to give you a better tomorrow. Of course, at the end of the day, both hip hop and coffee are nothing more than tools. You can have all the tools in the world, but if you don't actually use them effectively, then you're not going to win at the end of the day. So when you take hip hop, when you take coffee and you combine them, remember that it's on you to actually execute and deliver on a high level. It's on you to actually put in the work. So there you have it, folks. That's my recipe for productivity success. Set goals daily, drink coffee daily, and listen to hip hop daily. When you combine all of those things, it will make it easier to get things done. And thank you so much for listening. If you do have a favorite artist, a favorite playlist, a favorite album, I would love to hear from you. Please comment below and let me know what you're listening to and what music you listen to get in the zone and increase your productivity levels. Look, and if you enjoyed this video, please don't hesitate to press the share button. Don't hesitate to pass it along to a friend, and don't hesitate to press subscribe. And I promise you, I will constantly be trying to deliver you with one thing, and that's content that will help you generate more leads and as a result, live more life. I'm Ross Simmons. See you next time.